Could a trip to Central America have changed everything for Jessa Duggar and Ben Seewald? Back when they were still courting, fans watched closely as the pair headed south on a mission trip, and whispers started flying that a proposal might happen while they were away. The idea captured attention because their relationship had already drawn so much interest from viewers of 19 Kids and Counting. Today, more than a decade later, that old speculation still surfaces from time to time as people look back on how their story unfolded. The truth turns out to be more straightforward and rooted in the details that actually played out, and understanding it means looking at the full picture of their courtship, the verified events around that trip, and the life they have built since. Stick around, because the real timeline includes careful planning, family involvement, and a proposal that took a very different path than some expected. The Duggar family became widely known through the TLC series 19 Kids and Counting, which followed Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar as they raised their large family in Arkansas under a strict set of faith-based principles. Viewers watched the older children grow up on camera, including Jessa, the fifth of the 19. Courtship in that environment was intentional and often public, with parental involvement and clear boundaries. Ben Seewald, from a family in the Hot Springs area of Arkansas, first crossed paths with Jessa at her family's church during a visit. They connected further at a conference shortly afterward. After seeking permission and beginning an official courtship that lasted about 11 months, the pair kept much of their developing relationship within the family's guidelines. By the summer of 2014, they had grown close enough that many watching the show and following related coverage wondered when the next step would come. That is the context in which reports of a mission trip to Central America appeared, setting the stage for the speculation that still gets mentioned today. In July 2014, Jessa and Ben shared a photo from their first overseas trip together while participating in a Seekers of Souls mission that included stops in places such as Honduras, with plans involving Guatemala and El Salvador as well. Coverage at the time noted the couple was traveling as part of efforts focused on sharing their faith. Around the same period, some outlets and online discussions floated the idea that an engagement could take place during the trip. Those suggestions remained clearly labeled as rumors and fan speculation rather than confirmed plans from the couple or their families. No public statements from Jessa or Ben indicated that a proposal was scheduled for Central America. Shortly after they returned, the actual engagement unfolded in a carefully arranged way much closer to home. On August 14, 2014, Ben organized an elaborate scavenger hunt for Jessa that involved family members, a plane ride with her brother John David, stops that included miniature golf, collecting roses, a trolley ride, and a train, before ending at Thorncrown Chapel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. There, Ben proposed with a princess-cut diamond ring. Jessa accepted, and the couple shared statements expressing gratitude and excitement about the next chapter. They married on November 1, 2014, at First Baptist Church in Bentonville, Arkansas, in a ceremony that was later featured in special coverage connected to the family's television series. The Central America trip had been part of their shared experiences during the courtship, but the proposal itself took place in Arkansas after months of planning on Ben's part. In the years that followed, the couple's life continued to develop in public view for a time through Counting On and later through their own social media and YouTube presence. They welcomed their first child, Spurgeon, and later expanded their family further. A separate trip to Central America occurred in 2016 when Jessa, Ben, and baby Spurgeon visited Jill Duggar Dillard and her family, who were living there at the time as part of mission work. That visit was filmed for the series and centered on family reunion rather than any romantic milestone. Over time, Jessa and Ben stepped back from the intensity of reality television. Ben has taken on pastoral work, and the family has focused on raising their children in Arkansas. By 2025 they had welcomed their sixth child, Edward Owen, following earlier children Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George. Jessa has shared aspects of family life, birth stories, road trips, and everyday moments through her YouTube channel. While both have spoken in interviews and podcasts about the early years of their marriage, the challenges of starting a family young, and their continued commitment to faith and parenting. Recent updates have included anniversary celebrations, family outings, and reflections on more than 11 years together. The old rumor about a possible proposal during the 2014 Central America trip has largely remained a footnote in timelines of their relationship rather than a verified event. When those 2014 rumors circulated, reactions among fans and media were mixed in the way typical of Duggar-related coverage. Some viewers found the idea romantic and fitting for a couple already living parts of their story on camera. Others treated it as unconfirmed speculation and waited for official word. Coverage from outlets that reported the trip photo and the accompanying chatter generally noted the lack of confirmation. After the actual proposal details emerged, attention shifted to the scavenger hunt and the chapel setting, which many described as thoughtful and in line with the family's style. In the years since, retrospective discussions of the couple's timeline occasionally reference the mission trip and the surrounding guesses, but public conversation has moved on to their growing family, Ben's ministry, and Jessa's updates about daily life. Perspectives vary, with some longtime followers appreciating the consistency of their private focus after the show ended, while others continue to follow the family updates out of ongoing interest in the Duggars as a whole. No widespread controversy arose specifically from the old engagement rumors, which stayed in the realm of unverified talk. Looking ahead, verified information points to continued focus on family and local life rather than any new high-profile travel announcements tied to major romantic milestones. Jessa has posted about recent family road trips and everyday moments with their 6 children. Ben has been involved in pastoral and speaking roles. Viewers who follow their channels can expect the kinds of updates the couple has shared before, glimpses of parenting, faith discussions, and ordinary family activities, without confirmed reports of imminent large-scale announcements beyond what they choose to release themselves. The biggest takeaways are clear when the record is examined carefully. Jessa and Ben did travel to Central America during their courtship in 2014, and that trip generated rumors that an engagement might happen there. Those remained speculation. The proposal took place soon afterward in Arkansas through a planned scavenger hunt that ended at Thorncrown Chapel. They married later that year and have since built a life centered on their 6 children, faith, and a lower public profile than their earlier television years. The old question about whether the Central America trip could lead to a proposal is best answered by the facts that followed. It did not, and the real story unfolded closer to home with careful intention. What are your thoughts on this latest Duggar family update? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Duggar family update.